Yo, what's up, it's Dominate, and welcome back to Tip Tuesday, where every Tuesday and Thursday I help you guys become an Apex Legend. And today I have a settings video. I'll be going through everything you need to know, as well as what I run, why I run, and some keybinds that you may never have thought of. Watch to the end to see the most important tip of them all, and today's comment shout out. Let's get started. Just a quick one, if you do enjoying this video, leaving a like and a sub would mean the absolute world. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of 1k subs every day by the end of the year, so if you are new, your sub will mean a lot. Thanks. First off, we have the gameplay tab. As you can see, I run with the compact prompt style. This is personal preference. There's no reason as to why I run this, I just like it. Next is the button prompts. Now I do have this off, as what it does is allow you to see what buttons you have to press for each operation, such as gun 1, gun 2, tactical, etc. Now I have this off due to me knowing what buttons to press, and it removes some of the visual clutter on your screen. It makes the game feel a lot more roomier and cleaner. Next we have the crosshair damage feedback. I have this off as it really isn't needed. You know when you hit someone by the massive numbers that appear on your screen. I have damage numbers on stack. This is all personal preference, as stack allows you to see how much damage you have done overall, but it may get confusing as sometimes you think you've hit someone for 200 flesh. Having ping opacity on faded is really nice, as some people, including me, forget to take their ping away. So having it on faded allows the ping to not get in your way and to forget that it's there. I am going to skip the next few just because it doesn't really affect your overall gameplay. Auto sprint is very good for me just because I'm lazy and can't be bothered to hold shift to sprint. But it is good if you have it off so you can walk and make your footsteps be silent. Double tap sprint just means if you hit your sprint button twice, you will activate auto sprint. This is a good alternative to auto sprint because you have the option for it or not in real time games. Damage feedback is all personal preference. I haven't really messed around with it too much. I think I still have it on the default mode 3D. Now please make sure you take damage closest death boxes off, as this is a real pain. Being able to loot and armor swap during a fight can be the game changer, and this just simply doesn't allow you to do it. So this is a major setting you gotta turn off. The final one I'm going to talk about on the gameplay tab is the colorblind mode. This is totally up to you, but I love having it on the final option, and trust me, I'm not going to try and pronounce it. To me, it makes seeing enemies much better, and making your crosshair a nice yellow colour allows us to hit more shots, as the default red puts me off. I could just be weird, but I would suggest giving it a go. I have a sensor 2.5 with a DPI of 800. This is perfect for me, and a lot of people around me run the same. Sense is something that you gotta learn and figure out by yourself. But here is mine in case you guys are interested. Of course I have the default W, A, and D. I have space to jump. But I also have one of the side mouse buttons to crouch. When I got my PC back in November, I could not for the life of me get used to pressing crouch on the left control key. This is my alternative, and I feel like it works really well. It makes movements such as crouch spamming simple and easy to do. I also have my tactical on my second mouse button. This is by default set to Q, but as the ult is for some reason set to Z. I made my ult the Q and the tac onto my mouse button. This works best for me. It may work for you, but custom keybinds at the end of the day are different for everyone. Again, when I first started playing on the keys, I could not use 1 and 2 to change my weapons, so I decided to use scroll wheel. I use scroll wheel up for my first and down for my second. This is quite a strange setting, but it works for me. And that covers everything in the mouse and keyboard tab due to everything else being default. Now onto the video tab. I of course play on full screen, but I do play in quite a stretched resolution. I find this easy to see and hit people. I'm able to play on the normal res, but the stretch res just feels a lot more easy and cleaner. I have max FOV. This just allows you to see more when playing the game. Some people think the max FOV is too much. I'm still playing 100, but 100 today is great. I would suggest giving it a try. Now please have the sprint shake on minimal. Sprint shake just makes the game look and feel a lot more realistic, but if you try to get good and better at the game, it just becomes a pain to play with. Now all of the settings that remain in the video tab are all low or medium, this being that it actually increases your FPS. The game may look crappy, but trust me, it's a good compromise to have a bad looking game in return for an FPS boost. This can make you be better at the game, allowing you to see more at a faster rate as though hitting more shots. Trust me, this is a good few settings to change. You can have a look at my auto settings, but none of this makes the game any better or worse, all personal preference. But if you want, feel free to copy mine. Now, some of the keybinds you may never have thought of are some such as using scroll wheel to bunny hop. Now, a lot of people do know this, but you may not realise that you can interact from E onto the scroll wheel too. Now, this allows you to grab ammo and weapons so much quicker. You're almost guaranteed to grab the weapons as soon as you drop before the enemies due to this keybind. This is a really hidden gem and something to think about changing. I'll be running some gameplay in the background to show this off. Right, we're here, the final bonus tip. If you have the Nvidia graphic card within your PC, by pressing Alt and Z, you will see this tab. Next, click on Game Filter, copy my settings, and there you go. Your game will instantly look brighter and more vibrant. Once you turn on the settings, you will never go back. The game looks so great and so dull without it. Today's comment shout out goes to Gamer Pros. Thank you so much for your recent support, it means the world, man. If you made it all the way to the end, you're an absolute legend. Don't forget to leave a like and a sub if you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one, in a bit.
Like debating between topics, and we got onto the topic of like sex versus gender.
Oh, I'm so dead here. No, I'm not. Take it all back. No, I'm not. I am now. No, I'm not.
Ethan!
I'm just so good at it.
What the f- is that all with the Mozambique?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
This game doesn't make any sense anymore.